to him out to the outside. Let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Jennings. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
And tackled there by the defense. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
Texas 7, Clemson 0.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And a handoff as they run the counter play. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. The Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw. It's Wells. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, I don't know if that's a busting coverage or just a mistake by this defense, but the tight end is all alone. Nobody around him, an easy throw for the quarterback, and obviously a huge gain for the offense.
Looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 4. Brings up third down.
Okay, ready?
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down.
29 Philly.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's intercepted. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Breaking free at the 35. Moving right through the contact. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The Longhorns looking to cash in this red zone trip. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Touchdown, Longhorns. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Wells. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Clemson 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Just all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Texas offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd down play coming up. Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made, a lot of space now. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down here. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the point after is good.
That makes the score Texas 21, Clemson 7.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking downfield, it's Wells. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his second interception today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency in this pack that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle finally made, and it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. And the Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll run the option. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking for some space. It's Jennings. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Jukes to get free. He's found some room at the 45. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just ran away from the defense. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 25, where he would have been if he'd just taken a knee. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to scramble, and he's brought down there.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Scanning the field. It's Wells. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll try a pass here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Fourth down.
Back to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Wells. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, and he lofts one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Tigers will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team.
Timeout, Texas.
And the Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Bringing it back, it's Davis. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here?
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And he'll set up to throw. He's looking deep here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play. Longhorns are in the red zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The shotgun running play call. Making people miss.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You've got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. The Longhorns will line up now. It's first and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Receiver in motion now. Grab behind the line. It's Harvey. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and the quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Pressure is coming. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Texas.
On the double.
Second and long for this offense after the sack.
Flex. Igloo.
Back to throw. It's Wells. He lets it go on the move. Catch is made. Room to run here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
Lasso. Let's go.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Texas, 38. Clemson, 14.
Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. First play of the drive, they look to the right.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Hand off to the single back. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Longhorns will line up here on first down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense facing second and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on.
Well, the defense, to me, looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
45. Clemson, 14.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. reception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Important second down play coming up.
Jackrabbit.
Here comes a handoff. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle, but get stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Wells. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The short completion at the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Defense not pressing this time. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
3:25.
From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And now the defense able to bring him down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Defense showing blitz here. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead.
That makes the score. Texas 52, Clemson 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Kick it away.
Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Pound 55 wheat.
He'll ride the back again here. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
In blue.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
With the score, Texas 52, Clemson 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Give it to the back again. Finding some room at the 25. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset or planned it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
21.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Here we go.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The Longhorns will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
At the 29-yard line. Brings up second down.
Gain makes it second and medium. It's a shotgun run call. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. To throw, it's Wells. Snags the quick throw. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Breaks loose at the 45. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, Man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Green 25.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Motion now from the tight end. And now the handoff.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Empty backfield now. They go for 2. Back to pass. It's Wells. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Texas 52, Clemson 27.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
To kick this one away.
Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been disaster.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And it's a kneel down. Well, this one